Hello and welcome to GED Fast Track. This is Debbie Richters. I will be your instructor for the class. You've all been given the website to access GED Academy. Once you access the page, this is the login page that will come up. You will need to use your student ID number and then put in the password. And the password is capital PASSGED. And then go ahead and log in. It will come up with your name, and then it will say where are you studying, in class or out of class, and we'll be studying in class because this is an online class. It will also give you the information if you need to use your phone. Not usually the best choice, but if you do need to do it on your phone, the directions are here. So we're going to go ahead and continue.
Welcome to the GED Academy. My name is Leonard, and I'm going to be your personal teacher.
Okay, so it comes up with Leonard, and he has about a 2-minute introduction. And when you bring this up, I want you to go ahead and listen to Leonard's introduction. And then we will go ahead, and once you're done with that, we're going to click Get Started. I have chosen to start with Reasoning Through Language Arts Reading, and Reading Through Language Arts Writing, and Reading Through Language Arts Language. Those are the 3 pieces for the Reasoning Through Language Arts test. We will be starting with the reading comprehension. Now, if you have already completed the reading RLA test, I will select another subject with you that you can start working on. But we are going to work on one subject at a time, and that's all that will be available to you in GED Academy. So go ahead and you'll click Get Started, and then it's going to ask you to pick a course. And you'll see that I've limited the choices. So on this one, it's either reading, writing, or language, and I want everybody to start with reading. So then you go ahead and select reading and say next. And then it's going to ask you how much study time you're going to do each week. Minimum is 10 hours. We'd like to see people do 10 to 15. Those of you that put in more time, the class will go quicker for you. So the more time and effort you put in, the quicker you can reach your own goals. So we're going to put 10 in here, and then we say next. Then it's going to ask you if you want to do a self-assessment or start a practice test. I want everybody to do the practice test. And once you complete the practice test, I want you to message me. And I will show you where the message system is in GED Academy. So, when you say start the practice test comes up. And you'll go ahead and click next, and it'll move right into the reading. So some pages will have more than one passage, and it'll say passage 1 and passage 2. So make sure you realize that there's information on both tabs. So it asks you a series of questions about the reading. And what you do then is go ahead and do the reading, and then you select the question, the answer, and click it, and you say next, and it goes to the next one. You cannot go back, so make sure, you can go back. You can go back to the question before if you choose to. When you submit your test, homework tutorial will come up with Leonard, and he'll talk about the various pages and the information for GED Academy. Go ahead and listen to that. And then what comes up is this learning dashboard. So in this learning dashboard, we have your learning plan. And you will see there are 3 tabs across the top. There's a learning plan, and if there's any assignments, they'll show up in the assignment tab. If there aren't any assignments, the assignment tab won't be there. The review tab is just for the lessons that you review. Down here, it shows pre-GED and GED prep. These are the lessons you'll be going through in pre-GED. Once you complete these, GED prep will come up, and they will be different subjects. So over here in this box is your progress. It shows your study level And as you progress, it'll move along this line, showing where you're at. And then when you go from GED prep, excuse me, pre-GED to GED prep, it'll move up to this other line. Once you've completed the practice test, you can go into details. This will open the box up, and then you can go to the RLA reading test, and it will show you the questions by number, and it'll show you which ones are correct and which ones are not. It will also give you an explanation on the answers and why they are answered the way they should be answered. Down here is study time. It will record your study time for each week. If you're making that 10 hours each week, it will show us the goal that you're meeting your goal for the week. That's the dashboard page. Messages, this is a message center. You can go in here and compose a message and send it to me. My name's Debbie Richters. So you click on that, and then you can write whatever you want to me and then send it to me. I will be sending emails or messages to you via this system on a weekly basis, if not more. I will be helping you work through the system. I will also be sending some additional information and directing you on what you need to work on. Next tab up here is Locate a Test Center. It takes you out to the GED testing services. When you get ready to test, I can help you with that as well. If you click on resources, you'll see that the Reasoning Through Language Arts Reading, there's a vocabulary builder in here. If you click on it, it's an online program that you can work on vocabulary. For those of you that need help with vocabulary, this is a great online source, and it will help you build vocabulary. Vocabulary is one of the critical pieces for the reading. I want you to go to the homeroom tutorial and watch it. It actually comes up when you start your program. I want you to make sure you watch that. So if we go back to our learning dashboard, in this blue box, you'll see your lessons. So if you click Start Lesson, all of the lessons will start with some kind of an introduction. And then up here on these tabs up above, resources, it'll take you back and you can ask, so it has questions. So this has a good visual of some information that you'll be going over in the lesson. If you click on vocabulary, it gives you the vocabulary for the particular lesson you're doing. You can also get a transcript where whatever Leonard is saying is in writing, and then you have a menu of the information that you'll be going over. Back to our dashboard, it looks like this. This is probably the page you'll be on the most. You can also try testing out of reading sentences. So it will give you a short test. If you test out of it, you don't have to do this particular lesson. If you don't, it'll take you back to the lesson. I hope that any of you that have questions or concerns or need assistance will certainly contact me. You've been given my email and my phone number, as well as the messaging system in GED Academy. Please feel free to either call and make an appointment and meet with me in person, or send me a message and I will do whatever I can to help you. Remember, our goal is to complete at least one test this quarter, so I'm hoping we can all get off to a great start. If you have any questions, please contact me. Have a great quarter.